Lucky hit.
Alle Waffensysteme bereit. Waldmann Teilritter. Zur Landung an. Alles festhalten.
Please ensure that any supply requests are submitted to the logistics department at least 48 hours before they are required.
Hey!
Hey, good timing. I was just getting ready to talk to Laura. Although I don't mind admitting, my nerves are starting to get the best of me. It's been so long. What if Laura... I mean, do you think she'll be happy? You know, to see me again?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I guess we will. Oh, stomach's tying itself in knots. Didn't even feel this apprehensive when meeting with Lamont. Whew. Caitlin went to get Laura. She should be here any second.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, sweetheart.
Those gunners coming back for round two? They're as good as
Look
toast.
how big you've gotten.
I will never understand
I can't
people's
believe
constant
it.
need for
Here you are.
small
I
talk.
missed you, Dad.
Don't worry, okay? We defeated the gunners once.
I miss you too, sweetheart. More than you could ever know. Caitlin, I think we need to have some words. Figure things out. Because I can't lose Laura again. I can't let you take her away from me like you did before.
Everything is in order for now.
Dad? It wasn't Mom who...
Sweetheart, I want to hear everything you gotta say. But first, I need to talk to your mother. There's a lot she needs to answer for.
What do you want to talk about?
A lot of things. But mostly, why Caitlin kidnapped Laura, leaving me high and dry in Sanford.
Don't you think you're being a little selfish here?
I suppose you've got a point. I didn't mean to be so dismissive. I just... Okay, Buttercup. I'm listening. What is it you wanted to tell me?
Dad, I'm the reason we left. Mom didn't kidnap me. I asked her to take me from Sanford.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Why would you...
Everyone there hated us. Even when I was little, they all said horrible things about you, and Mom, and me. They blamed us for what happened to Sanford. And they were right. Growing up, I just felt so bad. And whenever I asked if we could help people, help the town get better, you just ignored me. You wouldn't even listen to Mom. You just kept saying, you were doing what was best for me. But that wasn't true.
Keep talking.
You were just so angry at the town. I kept begging Mom to talk to you, convince you to buy back the water plant, fix it. But you wouldn't. It's like you wanted to watch Sanford fall apart. I hated it. Seeing people hurt. Knowing everyone hated us. Hated me. So I asked Mom to take me away. Find a new settlement where people were nice to each other. Somewhere where I wouldn't feel so bad.
Is that true? Pretty much. You gotta understand. Laura's a sweet kid. Real empathetic. From an early age, she understood what was happening to Sanford and its people. And, indirectly or not, she knew Jake was the root cause of it. She did her best to coax him into action, try to persuade him to shoulder the town's burden. But Jake wasn't having any of it. So, Laura turned to me. Thought maybe I could convince Jake. Did people really think that badly of you? Jake's father, Jack, was never interested in profit. He charged just enough for his water to pay his workers' wages and maintain the plant. Cheap and readily available water helped Sanford grow. But as demand rose, so did the costs, and Jack had to raise prices just to break even. Folks weren't too happy about that. From then on, Jack, his family, and all the workers at the plant were seen as greedy fat cats, only caring for profit. So when the plant broke, the town refused to pay for repairs. And when Jake had to sell the plant, that just made things even worse. There was a lot of hate from both sides. I married into that hate, and Laura ended up inheriting it. I'm sorry to hear that. A few years after that, Laura asked if we could move away from Sanford. She wanted to start over. I asked Jake about it, said we should find a better settlement for Laura, that she deserved no less. But Jake was as stubborn as ever. He refused to leave. It was a difficult choice, but I could see what all of this was doing to Laura. She needed somewhere better, somewhere kinder. So we packed up and we left. Sounds like you had a rough time of it back there.
Yeah. I mean, others had it a lot worse. At least we had food, and clean water, and our roof didn't leak, and enough caps. But that kind of made everything worse. We only looked after ourselves, and ignored everybody else. It sort of made everyone's hate feel fair. They had good reason to be angry with us. But yeah, it was rough.
He didn't tell me that.
I'm sure Dad just saw things in a different way. I know he was mad at the town. I never met Grandpa. He died to save Sanford. But when his water plant broke, the town didn't help. They expected Dad to fix it all. Dad said he was okay with Grandpa's death, but he could never get over how the town responded. It made him real sad. And then Dad ended up making everybody else feel just as sad.
I'm sure he had his reasons.
Yeah, I did. But I think even back then, I knew those reasons weren't exactly the greatest.
Ten Pines Bluff was a smart claim.
I am
Good
so
defensive
sorry.
position, and a lot of trade
I knew
passes.
you were sometimes unhappy. That's why I focused my efforts on you and not Sanford. But you hit the nail right on the head. I didn't listen. I didn't want to listen.
But things are different now. I've been hearing a lot from the people who work
If
here
you're taking suggestions,
about
Starlight Drive
about how you wouldn't give those gunner people what they wanted, just to get me back. You didn't do it
Restraint
because
and discipline are our
'cause
greatest
it
allies.
would have hurt the folks around you, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
And you've been making people's lives better, like you were saying on the radio. I know it's true, because look at everything you've done.
I can't take all the
I
credit.
believe I'm starting to feel...
I've had a lot of good people helping me.
Always.
I couldn't have done it without them. We've built up a real fine community.
That's all I ever wanted. You to help people. Do you think maybe one day
I am glad we
we
joined
could do all
forces.
this at Sanford too?
Clearly, we are more capable operating together.
I know we could. Come here, sweetheart. I'm so sorry I didn't listen to you. And I let my hurt feelings cause so much trouble. But I promise, from now on, no more of that.
I'm just glad that you and your family are safe now.
And I wonder who I have to thank for helping with that. Hey, I think me, Caitlin, and Laura need to talk for a bit. And that I need to make more than a few apologies. I'll catch you later, okay? Oh, and hun, thank you for helping me get my daughter back, for helping see there's better ways of doing things, and thank you for, well, everything. Saying I love you barely does justice to how I really feel. About you, about everything you've done for me. But I truly do love you. From the bottom of my heart. I'll see you later, hon.